Tasty has challenged me to make my recipe of the orange creamsicle, and if I'm too loud, there's gonna be a punishment. That? Oh my god. That is repulsive. But the game starts now.
The game has started.
I'm very serious about this game.
Good.
I feel like my life is on the line. As is my reputation.
Perhaps. That was the most silent slate I've ever heard.
I'm Kristen Kish, and I'm awesome. I'm so scared to move right now. Do you see my body?
You're so still. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I'm excited for you.
We are gonna start with step 1. Are you freaking serious? I have to open the parchment paper. I feel like this is sabotage. What if I said I don't even want to use parchment paper?
You can.
You guys, this is wild. This knife didn't even cut. It's a very dull knife. You may as well just give me a butter knife or a spoon to open this.
We have gotten that.
I told you I'm gonna move so slow. Guys, this is actually really fun. That? I'm still gonna whisper because I want people to be able to use this to actually fall asleep.
Oh, perfect.
This is my audition as an ASM artist.
Have you ever done ASMR?
I haven't, and this is why I'm living out my dream right now. Guys, I'm having such a great time. My guess, it's an onion, I can tell. Who's paying my dental bill? Yes. Oh, you can taste it. Oh, it's a shallot.
You can spit in the trash can right there.
You did a really great job. That's disgusting. So, this next step is caramelizing white chocolate. So we need to open the white chocolate and put it on the sheet tray. I think I have a plan. So we're just gonna make a little tea.
What's your go-to late night snack?
Anything out of a package. Pizza rolls. And sometimes I'm really lazy and don't want to wait for the oven, so you put them in the microwave.
Are you a pizza roll on a plate person, or do you just go full like paper towel napkin or something pizza roll?
Oh no, I'm civilized. I use a plate because oftentimes I'm dipping them in ranch dressing. And the only way to eat pizza rolls is to bite off a corner and then squeeze out the filling and then chase it with the pocket. I know you wanted me to weigh this, but I'm not going to. It's too risky. I'm very smart, you guys. On top of just being awesome, I have a really good brain. I think that I've completed the task.
You totally have, which means that
You have to try.
I need the next punishment, which is much earlier in the game than most people get.
I love knowing that I'm better than people.
Well, yes.
In this game.
Important caveat, yes. I heard that you like sour cream and onion.
Can I try it too?
That's so kind of you to partake in this punishment that you did not.
We're on this journey together. But I'm gonna let you go first.
Perfect.
Oh, watch your teeth.
Somehow it's sweet.
Oh,
God, that smells flavor.
horrendous.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. It smells like sour cream and onion with day-old vegetable soup that sat out on the counter.
Yeah, I'm crunching it. Oh, it's actually bad.
Okay, wait, hold on. Can you hear that?
I heard that you are very particular about your teeth and dental care.
I am. Can you tell?
You have great teeth.
Thank you. They are all my own. They're not veneers.
Wow.
Yeah, rare find in Hollywood.
That's super rare.
Good thing I don't live in Hollywood.
So you're the second female chef to win in the history of Top Chef.
Yes.
How do you think kitchen culture has changed throughout your time in the industry?
I think it's gotten a lot more kind. I think it's gotten a lot more respectful. Chefs now are scared. So mess up and maybe partake in bad behavior that they wanted to in the past, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know that there's still a long ways to go because there's a lot of restaurants and chefs and cultures that do not breed kindness or care or encouragement. So as far as we've come, we have an equal journey to get even better.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
So the white chocolate was cooked slowly in an oven for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how hot your temperature is. And we caramelized it. So basically, it's now turned a light caramel color, which is what you want because the flavor turns more nutty and flavorful, in my opinion. Now, while it's still melted, we're gonna zest lime over the top so it sinks into the melted chocolate. And then we're gonna sprinkle malt and sea salt so you have like a nice, limey, sweet, salty white chocolate garnish. I see you holding that button. You're anticipating my failure.
I am.
I also have what they call a hitchhiker's thumb, which basically means it kind of just like goes to the side. So someone in the comments is gonna say, what's wrong with their thumb? And to you I say, I was made this way.
Since going from being in the culinary world to also being now much more of a public figure online, on TV, how do you feel like your life has changed?
Well, I'm standing without shoes behind this counter, wearing an outfit that I did not buy myself, with hair and makeup that I didn't do myself, whispering into a microphone. So my life is definitely not what it used to be, and I really enjoy it. And if this is a perk and an upside of being a public figure, is being here, doing this for all of you, I'm so happy.
And we're happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Wow, that was so quiet. That was like disappointingly quiet.
We're gonna have a problem on this one, I think. Oh, okay.
No way.
Oh. Ready? Hold on, I have an idea. Okay, I'm done now.
What do you think it is?
Well, it's clearly a donut, which looks delicious, where it feels like perhaps the jam was scooped out and filled with ketchup.
She's the chef, everybody.
When at BuzzFeed, I guess. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can eat a lot of them, but that is repulsive. I actually don't think cookies.
You can spit, you can spit, you can spit.
Oh my god. Wow. That is gross. So the next step is to make the Yuzu Espuma. And what we need to do first for that is to take Yuzu juice and bloom gelatin. And bloom it basically means rehydrate it. So we need to put gelatin and Yuzu juice in this bowl and whisk it together.
So for folks who don't know what an espuma is,
It's basically like a more stabilized, thicker foam. So we use a canister, which you'll see soon, which is guaranteed to make a very loud noise.
that was also much quieter than I anticipated.
Sometimes it's like putting things down is the loudest. And we're gonna take some yuzu juice. And then we're gonna open up the gelatin, which is gonna be a problem. To make the paper less noisy, get it wet. I don't know if that actually worked, but it was a nice
It's
thought.
very creative.
Thank
I've not
you.
yet seen that. Wow.
The key was to not separate the envelope packets. And you just need to make sure all the gelatin is moistened, and then you just have to let it sit.
You totally passed that one too. Normally people aren't as skilled as you, and that's not a problem for me, but today it looks like it's gonna be a problem.
What is it?
This is a milk sandwich.
Frozen milk?
Frozen milk. Thankfully, I love peanut butter. And you know what? I like milk. I'm not a lactose intolerant Asian.
Neither am I.
We're blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Yeah. It's the texture of the milk that's gonna be nasty.
Yeah, and I also have really sensitive teeth. Biting into this frozen thing is gonna like physically hurt me.
Good luck. Oh,
The flavor's not bad. It's just the sensation of like eating peanut butter like mixed with water effectively.
It's disgusting.
So the texture is like that.
That was not awful. It wasn't ketchup inside of a donut.
That one was bad. So speaking of disgusting things that you've eaten,
Yeah.
what's the worst meal you've ever had?
That's really hard because I come from a world of food, and obviously food is subjective. Something that I might dislike might be something that someone else likes. If you come into my restaurant and maybe you don't like it and then you tell everybody that it was the worst meal of your life, it could be true. But it also shouldn't be a public review because I also think it's so subjective.
That's true.
So I haven't had a worse meal.
A meal that would not be your go-to. If this is the last meal, you're like, as long as they don't serve me this,
Okay.
then you're personally good.
I love meatloaf, but I once tried to make it, I think, too fancy, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten. So perhaps it's that. I put too much fat in it, and it weeped out, and it was basically a log of meat sitting in grease. I won't do that again.
That's a good tip.
Not too much fat.
Not too much fat in the meatloaf.
So the next step is to continue on with the espuma. So we need to melt the gelatin, which shall be an interesting task. Before I melt that, I'm gonna put a little bit more orange zest and yuzu juice in the bowl. Now I have to melt that. Can I come on that side?
Sadly, no.
You really with people on this one, don't you?
So it seems. No way. That was the loudest it got.
Okay.
You're kidding.
So the mechanics of this microwave, they need to lift up, but I don't think, but you can kind of lift it up like that. We make babies eat this.
That's everyone's question.
Oh, you've done these before.
They're a fan favorite.
They're proven nasty.
Yeah.
Okay, grass-fed beef with kale and sweet potato, not bad. This is gonna be my first choice. I'm gonna skip the turkey because I don't want tryptophan. I hate salmon. They make these things for adults, and I think it's weird when adults suck out of these bags because it feels not normal.
When do adults?
Like they have like the fruit things.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I thought those were for babies too.
I've seen grown-ass adults eat them. This does look appetizing.
Feeding the future.
It's not bad.
Oh, really?
It's not my first choice. It needs a little bit of salt. But the flavor is... Okay, so the third step in the espuma is to bring in a few other ingredients.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No way. I'm shocked.
I'm still doing ASMR though. We're gonna take heavy cream. And we're gonna add soy milk and heavy cream to our yuzu, orange zest, and gelatin mixture. So the key is you have to pour the yuzu into the dairy and the soy milk, not the other way around, because if you incorporate just a little bit of soy milk or dairy, it's gonna curdle. So we're gonna take soy milk, unsweetened. We're gonna take heavy cream. And then take some simple syrup, which is just 1 part sugar, 1 part water, and you dissolve it. Then we have our yuzu, our gelatin, and our orange zest. It looks like chocolate cheddar cheese on a toasted sandwich. Yeah, that's not bad. Because in Colombia, where I visited a few times, you drink coffee with melted cheese inside. And it's kind of giving me the same thing. You get a little cup of hot coffee and then there's a piece of white cheese. And you drink the coffee and then you eat the cheese at the end and it's delicious.
Hot cocoa with grilled cheese is a common combination that
Is
people
it?
do. Allegedly. I've not tried, but
It's not bad.
it's good crunch.
That's not bad. You shouldn't do that one again. Okay. Okay, so now we need to take our mixture and we need to cool it down because we had that warmed up gelatin and we want it to be icy cold. be alarmed.
That actually was not quite loud enough.
Don't be alarmed if it looks like this. It's supposed to. Because the gelatin is starting to gelatinize, which is what we want.
So good.
This is good ASMR though.
Wait, I have to ask. I saw an interview. You said that you watch a lot of YouTube before going to bed.
Yes.
Are you an ASMR fan? What are you watching on YouTube?
So, my favorite thing to watch on YouTube before going to bed is woodworking. And I think it's almost ASMR adjacent. But I'm also learning how to do something at the same time. Oh, shit. It's fine. Oh, why is it this texture? What is that chunk? Like, is it cherry jello with like kimchi? Yeah, that's not good. Oh. The artificial cherry with the kimchi is really quite the combo.
This was inspired by your Midwestern upbringing with Korean heritage.
You guys are assholes.
Should we do it again?
Yes. Yes. So the next step is taking our completed cold gelatinized Espuma mixture and putting it in an ISI canister to then charge it to make it the Espuma. I'll block the noise with my back. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it inside here. I know it looks gross, but you just trust me. I know what I'm doing.
I know you mentioned that part of being a public figure, you're now promoting your book and Top Chef. When did you become such a style icon, and have you always been into fashion?
Thank you for that. No, I have not always been into fashion. And if someone didn't step in and help me dress, I don't know if I would be a style icon. I am very much a hoodie, no makeup, hat, pants too big for me kind of person. But apparently, that's not what people want on television. So now I wear clothes like this, but this one today is very, very comfortable. My favorite t-shirt, a Hanes 3-pack white t-shirts, V-neck. And then I wouldn't really have to do laundry as much because if it got dirty, I would just cut it up and use it as a rag.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Oh. Okay.
Have you had this before?
No. Oh, Korean red ginseng, honey. Energy time, it says.
People use it like a Korean superfood. It has a very bitter aftertaste.
Okay, I really like bitter.
I hate it.
You hate it.
Some people really like it.
It's like a liquid, okay.
This one's sweetened, so it might not be as bad.
It smells oddly savory. Oh, it's okay. It tastes like ginseng.
Yeah.
It almost kind of tastes like after you cut fruit on a cutting board that you cut garlic on. You know, when you eat the fruit where the fruit comes forward, but it has this weird aftertaste of garlic. That's what this is.
Yummy.
Sponsor me. So you take your little charger, put it in the chamber. Okay. And when you charge, gas goes up. This gas moves up, so you get it almost tightened. Flip it upside down, and then crank the gas in. And then you do that 2 more times, and then it's gonna be beautiful. Almost last step is to get the ice cream in the bowl. We're using store-bought ice cream, which I highly recommend you do too.
So, Kristen, you talk a lot about food and memories and how what we eat becomes, an emotional part of the memory. And I know it's not always positive memories that lead to delicious foods. Can you tell us about the inspiration for this orange creamsicle dish?
So the orange creamsicle dish brought me a lot of comfort when I was a kid. Not a kid, a young adult. I was in my 20s, and I hated the not even admitting it to myself yet. And so I would drive from college back to my parents' house, and I would sit and watch TV, and I would have vanilla ice cream, and I would pour orange soda over the top and have orange creamsicle floats. And I used to eat like 3 or 4 of them, and I would sit in my parents' bedroom with my back against the side of their bed and my knees up because the TV stand was like just right there, and I would unbutton my jeans or wear stretchy pants because I would eat so many and then my pants wouldn't fit. Accurate story, but it actually brought me a lot of joy when I was really sad. And normally you can't revisit foods that make you sad, but for me, it reminded me that I could get out of it and that this was the bright spot in all those moments. It's not depressing at all.
That was not too loud.
Okay.
So beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Oh my god, this ice cream is perfectly tempered. This looks so good. So now we take our Espuma mix and we're gonna put it all over.
How did that not set off the thing? It like actually didn't get that high up.
Because I think it, like maybe like the pitch of it was so
Yeah,
low.
it's like low enough.
Then we're gonna take our beautiful white chocolate and we're gonna put it over the top.
Wow, that is so pretty.
Why are they crunchy?
Because that's what they are.
I thought that they were good. It's really hard.
Is the texture nice? I feel like you're getting the things that are texturally not right.
Yeah.
But also peanut butter can mask flavors. Because when I first tried mushrooms for the first time, I buried it in peanut butter.
Wait, mushrooms
Like mushrooms.
and peanut butter. Wait, why? Why peanut butter? Was that intentional?
Like mushrooms.
Oh. I was so confused. I was like, what?
Cheers.
Cheers.
I had such a lovely time.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'll see you next week.
You can just live here with us.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us this week. This has been so much fun.
Did I pass?
Passed with flying colors.
Okay. Am I the best favorite guest that you've ever had?
Well, that's the most punishments I've ever had to eat, so I would say safely yes.
Do you like me better than everybody else?
Of course. I actually should say that. I have a ton of my friends come on the show, but I'm just kidding. If you could think of a punishment for our next contestant, what would it be?
Oh,
You didn't want to move closer to the
I was
microphone.
going to, but I felt that would be inappropriate. I think like vanilla ice cream, sundae, but you do all hot dog condiments, relish, ketchup, mayo, mustard, and like hot peppers.
Oh, the hot peppers.
Yeah.
All right. Whoever comes next, they have you to thank for that.
This is one of my top 5 favorite interviews that I've ever done. So thank you.
That's such an honor, and thank you. Can you share with the audience where else they can find you? What else they can see from you for more?
You can go to my Instagram because sometimes I don't know what's going on in my life, and so it just gets posted. So anything I have to promote is also there. But also you can see cute pictures of the vegetables I grow in my garden. And my wife makes some appearances. And maybe some food that I cook. And this is my book. You can buy it wherever books are sold. Is that how you say that? Buy wherever books are sold. You can find it if you want it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It was such an honor.
Do you want to have a silent hug?
Okay. Our microphones are on.